This was, of course, a joke. However, it makes you wonder, what if there were more serious consequences that might result from not reading terms and conditions?
And what if your phone came with these long terms and conditions said, well, if you use the phone, the government can wiretap you? That would be insane. But that's the kind of world we're living in.
A world where the government could wiretap you because of terms and conditions? So, if you look at the iPhone user agreement, wiretapping isn't mentioned. But in AT&T's privacy policy, they say that they can use data to investigate, prevent, or take action regarding illegal activities. Prevent? In 1994, Pizza Hut became the first major chain to accept a delivery online. Suddenly, the internet needed a way to remember who you were, where you lived, and how you were going to pay.
My question is, what the hell?
Like, how do they know who you are?
Yeah.
Okay. There are these things called cookies, where, like, if you go to a site and buy something, it'll remember you and then create ads for other stuff you might want to buy.
So it learns information about me? Seems like an invasion of privacy.
It wasn't until the late 90s that companies began voluntarily adding privacy policies to explain what was happening with this data. Then, in 2000, an online company called ToySmart went bankrupt. But they had an idea. They tried to sell their database of 195,000 users to another company. This included names, billing information, shopping preferences, and family profiles, even though their privacy policy said they would never share information. People felt like they were being duped.
Lawmakers tell you time and time again that every time they go back to the district, to their district, people are telling them that they want some internet privacy laws. They want some protection.
In early 2001, over a dozen bills were introduced in Congress to protect privacy online.
These acts of mass murder were intended to frighten our nation into chaos and retreat. But they have failed.
All of the privacy legislation was killed or abandoned, and the Patriot Act was, of course, initiated.
The bill before me takes account of the new realities and dangers posed by modern terrorists. This new law that I signed today will allow surveillance of all communications used by terrorists, including emails, the internet, and cell phones.
The Patriot Act expanded the ability of the federal government to do surveillance in a lot of little ways. You don't need a judge's approval, for instance, to find out what website someone visited, what search terms they typed into Google.
The question of your, if you will, information being retained by Google